All right, today we're going to be creating a content generating machine with Kimi K3 and Higgsfield for the content actual generation. Let's get into the video. All right, let's go to the document. So I'm going to have a document prepared here. You guys can download it in my free school community. Just go there in the sections and it should be there. But yeah, I'll be going through this implementation documentation and show you exactly how you would build something like this out and how you would kind of go about it and what kind of tools you need to actually get this accomplished. All right, so here's the documentation. Um, so we have Kimi K3 plans the post, Higgsfield creates the actual image and video generation. This is a clear step-by-step guide. So what we're building today, we will take basic account information, ask Kimi K3 to plan a post, use Higgsfield to make the visuals, add the correct logos and text, let a person review it, and then publish it through an official social media tool. So the main tools that we're going to be using is Kimi K3, Open Router. I'll explain more about that later. Higgsfield, PostgreSQL for the database, file storage, FFmpeg for like the video part aspect of it, and also official social APIs. So whether that's your YouTube, your X, your Instagrams, whatever APIs that you need. So the full idea is basically this. So we're going to structure it this way. So first we have the account info. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Can I do this? Whoops. That is not what I want. Let's go. Yeah. The full ID on one page. So we have account info, and then that's involves like the brands, the language, photos, and platforms. Then we have Kimi K3 writes the captions and shots the plan. Higgsfield makes the image or short video, add branding, logo, exact text, and subtitles. Someone checks it, and then we finally publish it. So what each tool does. So Kimi K3 is the new Chinese model. Of course, most of you guys probably know after you clicking this video. It writes captions, post ideas, shot lists, and images or video prompts. Open Router lets us call the K3 API keys when direct moonshot access is not available. So right now, if you go to moonshot, I don't believe Kimi K3 is available. So if we go here, is my internet slow today or something? All right. So I don't believe you can actually use it right now. So, hey, are you available? Okay, I guess some things are available, but just generally, if you're using Kimi K3, you probably aren't able to upgrade to the latest models. So if you go to monthly, right now everything's on a wait list. So if you go to Open Router, that's kind of where you can actually access some of the various models. So you can go here, get API keys, and then sign into whatever place you need. And then you have access to various different models. If you go here, routing, overview, no spend this API keys, guardrails, set budgets, routing, set router presets. Yeah, so if you go to models and then if you search for Kimi K3, that's like the latest model released on July 16th. And so $2.80 per 14 million. Yeah, so there's different types of providers here that it's available, and you can probably use it this way. What's next? So Higgsfield creates still images for first frame or short videos. If you guys don't know what Higgsfield is, it's a great video generating tool. So they create like insane video types and videos. I believe they have a sale going on right now. Yeah, so you can use Depending on what you get, you might get like 30% off, 20% off. I have some sort of 20% off or something. I thought I was a little bit more, but yeah, you get like pretty good, decent amount of generations here. So I'm not affiliate, but you guys can go ahead and use that tool there. What's next? And then our app is saves the jobs, costs, files, approves, and that's generally what we're kind of building it off of. And then there's the human reviewer. So template-based carousels are cheap to make. AI video is not. So for 500 accounts, use simple templates for most text posts and save paid video generators for posts where motion adds real value. So you want to be conservative when you're actually building out the Higgsfield. As you can see, it was actually pretty expensive. And unless you have unlimited money to work with, you really want to be conservative of what videos you want to actually make and create, right? So first, for our MVP, you want to start with one post and one account. So what we're doing here is we'll make one short video and one carousel for one account before we try to handle the hundreds of accounts, right? So in this video, we wanted to make like 500 posts and accounts to manage, but starting with one account is ideal just for the MVP stages. So the first post is wrong scaling only creates the same mistake 100 times, right? So starting with one account makes problems easy to see and fix. So simple steps: choose one account that has a logo, brand, color, language, approve photos, and person who can review the post. Pick one simple post idea, for example, a 50-second reel plus a 7-second slide carousel about the same topic. Ask Kimi K3 to write the captions, carousel text, and video shot list. Make the carousel from a template. Use Higgsfield only for the image or moving video. Show the finished post to the reviewer and do not connect live publishing yet. So these are the checks. Next, to save the account and brand details. What we're doing here is we'll make the information that changes from one account to another. Why this matters is Kimi and Higgsfield should not have to guess the brand, language, or allowed images. Clean account data makes every step just clear. So you really have to be clear when you're kind of playing around with these AI models and setting specific guardrails to make sure that you get the output that you want consistently. So this is kind of like what we need. So account, brand, audience, language, photos and videos, rules and reviewers. So create one account record for each social. Save the brand details separately so they can be updated without changing the old posts. Save approved phrases such as the call to action, one for each language. Keep legal, safety, or donation wording locked. Kimi can suggest creative text, but should not rewrite protecting words. Save a simple history whenever the logo, color, or wording or reviewer changes. So Kimi can suggest a translation. A person should approve common phrases once, and then the system should reuse those approved words instead of translating them again for every post. What success looks like is changing one approved phrase, update future posts while old posts stays exactly as they were. Now then, save each job to retries are saved. So what we're doing here is we'll save every post, job, model, request file, file approval, and publish result in one database. Why this matters is because AI and social media tools can time out. The database helps us check what already has happened before we pay again or publish the same post. So retries is one of the bigger concepts in distributed systems, especially. Many things can go wrong, and retries is a really critical aspect of keeping a system going and working as usual. So give every post job its own ID. Before starting a paid job, check whether the same job ID already has a result. Never replace an old plan or file. Save a new version instead. Save the Higgsfield job ID as soon as the job starts, and keep API keys and social login tokens in secure server secret stores, not inside prompts or browser code. So always use like an environmental variable. Whether that if you're using like Supabase or something like that, they have their own environmental variables. If you're using a self-hosted Postgres instant, they also have stuff like that available, right? So you can keep those environmental files in the backend. So after a worker restarts, you can continue from the save job instead of guessing or playing it twice. So use Kimi K3 to plan the post. What we're doing here is we will give Kimi K3 the account details and short campaign briefs, then ask for it to clean post plans. Why this matters is Kimi is the planning part of the system. It should return clear data for our app to use. It should not publish posts or control the whole system by itself. So how to access Kimi K3? In your Moonshot account has direct K3 API access. Use model Kimi K3. If it does not, use OpenRouter with models Moonshot Kimi K3. Both choices use an OpenAI style API, so the rest of the app can stay the same. So just depending on what's available at the time of this video and whenever you're trying to make this, either Moonshot or OpenRouter would be a good option to use these to get access to Kimi K3. OpenRouter cost note. OpenRouter sells $1 credits, so it then charges those credits based on the number of inputs and output tokens. So as of August 9th, as we saw, its K3 previously listed $280 per million input tokens and $14 per million output tokens. Check the live model page before setting a real budget, because prices can change. So obviously check it out before yourself and make the budget based on what you or your client specifically wants. Create a separate OpenRouter API key for this app if direct Moonshot access is not available. Add a small test credit balance and put spending limit on the key. Save the key on the server, never place it in the website code. Send Kimi the brand details, audience language, approved phrases, and post briefs. Ask for a fixed JSON format. JSON is simply structured text that the app can read reliably. Check the results again in your app before sending anything to Higgsfield. So the Kimi provider, these are like the kind of secret keys that you would need. Simple Kimi output. Keep the answer simple. Ask Kimi for 5 things: the caption, language, carousel text, video shots, review notes, and save each part in a name field so the app knows where it belongs. Do not silently switch models. If K3 is down, stop the job or use a backup model that you have tested. A surprise model change can alter the writing style, translations, and output format. So that's really important that you make sure that you keep the actual same models going and going, and using another one just makes no sense, right? You don't want to be switching around too much. So what success looks like here is every Kimi request returns a clear plan that the app can read, save and show to a reviewer. So next is create the image or first video frame. So what we're doing here is we'll choose the best starting visual before we create motion. Why this matters is a strong first image gives the video model a clear subject, setting, and style. It also makes the final result easier to keep on brand. So pick the starting visual. Use an approved real photo for a real place, person, or event. Use a template when the post is mostly text. Use GPT images when you need a new design image. Honestly, like if you're using like ChatGPT or something, or you already have like a subscription, the actual image creation is actually really good. Like I've created all my thumbnails using that, and it's generally output is something pretty decent if you give it enough actual information to base it off of, especially if you're using the work part of it and you actually like put like the max 5.6 max effort or whatever. It generally gives you pretty good images. So maybe using that to start off with, or using Kimi K3's image generation as well. I haven't tried the Kimi K3 actual image generation. I kind of use like a combination of things. So maybe that's also a possibility. Use Nano Banana when the same object or character must stay consistent. Use a Higgsfield image model when you want to create and animate in one place. So these are the simple steps. Pick the starting visual from the list above. Use real approved media whenever the post must show something that truly happened. For a text-heavy carousel, start from a design template. Add names, dates, and calls to actions later so every word stays exact. For an AI visual, give the model brand style, subject, camera view, lighting, and empty space needed for the later text. Create 2 or 3 low-cost options. Choose one, save it, and only then pay to animate it. It's really important that you really stay with the cost savings, because it can get really out of hand if you guys haven't used the generation model before. So what success looks like here is we have one approved starting image that matches the brand and is ready to animate. So here's another important part. Choose the right Higgsfield video model. So there's very different styles of models, and you want to choose the right one that's appropriate for your business or your like the content that you want to generate. So why this matters is no single best video model. The right choice depends on speed, image control, sound, length, person consistency, and cost. So what are we making? Pick the tool based on the post. So carousel, use a template so the text stays exact. Still images, use a real photo or an image model. Short AI videos, start with seed dance, try killing or minimax. More control, use VO for exact frames. Soul for the same presenter. So at the end, you can add like the logos, the names, dates, subtitles, and call to actions after AI finishes it. Choose the model based on post, not on which model is popular, the main video choice. So for CDance 2.0, a strong default polished short social videos, several shots, and built-in sound. So like I've also added like a simple warning aspect for this. Use short scenes and approved starting images. And Kling 3.0, a high quality image to video motion and clips where movement matters the most. And a warning for that is longer or higher quality clips can use more credits, so it's really expensive that way. And VO 3.1, exact first and last frames, references images and short speaking scenes is what it's best for. Best when control matters more than low cost. Minimax, Halo, how do you even say that? Fast test in simple short motions, and warning for that is use another model for more complex multi-shot scenes. And so it would be the same presenter or character across many posts on a real person's identity with a clear permissions. So it's actually for like if you wanted to use yourself or something like that. And Marketing Studio, product style ads, presented videos, and repeatable ad scenes keeps claims and final approval outside the model. So easy starting mode, start with C-Dance for a normal short social video. Try Kling when movement quality matters. VO when the first and last frame must be exact. Minimax for fast tests, and so only when the same approved presenter must return. So simple steps here. Install the official Higgsfield command line tool and sign in once on the worker server. Ask Higgsfield for its current model list. Model names and options can change. Check the chosen model's required inputs before starting a job. Send the approval images and Kimi prompt. And download and finish the video in your own file storage. So let's go to the Higgsfield documentation. So it's good to, when you're creating things like this, to go through all the documentation and how to use agentic AI for content generation and stuff like that. It really gives you like some detailed explanations and stuff like that. Video generation is really important. Sorry. So there's like a bunch of videos and stuff like that you can look at. What else? CLI is what we mainly want to look at. So they have Claude Code, ChatGPT, OpenClaw, Hermes, CLI extensions. We can also use the MCP. You can also connect this to Kimi K3 and access it that way. See, yeah, it's pretty nice the way they have everything connected to their MCPs. Yeah, so they have all these models available: C-Dance, C-Dream, Kling 3, C-Dance 3, GPT Image 2, Soul 2.0. And yeah, so a bunch of things that you can use. So add the logo, exact words, and subtitles. That's pretty straightforward. Why this is AI is best used for visuals and emotion. Normal design and video tools are better for exact logo, names, titles, and whatnot. So crop the selected image or video to the correct size. Add the approved logos. Add the exact captions and stuff like that. Add subtitles. Use approved music. Make sure the music is approved so you don't get like copyright or anything like that when you're posting. Create one clean master file, then make Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn versions from that master. So put it all in one video. For each video, have a folder. In each subfolder, you can have like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and whatnot together. So, and then finally, let the person review the final post. Connect social platforms and publish. I also have another video that goes into depth about APIs, the Instagram APIs, and like various other APIs you can use for socials. But you're essentially going to be connecting them to these posts because at scale you're not able to actually post things like this. Save each account connecting separately. 500 accounts means 500 separate connections. Check that accounts can publish the selected post type before scheduling it. Start with draft. Save the platform post ID as soon as it accepts upload. Do not use browser automation do not use Playwright or another browser tool to log in and click the publish button across hundreds of accounts. Use the official API. If a platform does not offer an approved path, prepare the post package and let a person publish it manually. So like for something like this, hiring maybe like a virtual assistant or someone like that just to spend the day just posting might be the most beneficial. I've heard, I'm not sure if this is confirmed, but using the APIs and automation and stuff like that actually kind of hinders your reach. So they'll kind of like throttle you just for using automations and stuff like that. So that may not be the most ideal thing. And yeah. So from there, you can grow from 1 account to 500. We will add accounts in small groups while controlling costs, review time, and failures. So you want to be doing this gradually, one by one. If you do it all at once, your IP is going to get flagged and a bunch of other things are going to go around. You can create thousands of paid model groups. The system must limit work and stop problems before they spread. The cross grows quickly. 500 clowns times 3 posts each week. 2 videos optional equals 3,000 paid videos. Jobs every week before retries. Most accounts should use templates for regular posts and receive fewer generated videos. So keep in mind that something like this at scale is a massive undertaking. So this starting from like a very low volume, and then as you're growing, as your business grows, and now as your revenue grows, you can keep pumping in money into the system, and then keep growing and growing, and it just scales with cost, right? Like the more videos you make, the more expensive it's gonna get, but also the more reach you're gonna get and the more money that comes in. So that's kind of like the playbook here. Growth account, extra weekly videos, small tests. What else do we have to go through? Test before turning on automatic publishing before a real launch. Test them mistakes that are most likely to cost money or create mistakes. Sync command arrives twice. Kimi returns the wrong format, and yeah. So I have a list of all these things that could actually go wrong. So this is a 6-week build plan. Collect samples, accounts, brand files, approve media, reviewers, and platform owners. Save account data and create one Kimi plan in a carousel. Connect Higgsfield and create one short video. Build a review screen and save approval. Connect Instagram and TikTok test accounts. Add job limits, cost limits, and daily checks. Launch a small public test group. Keep that timeline on. 6 weeks can produce a working system on a small launch. It does not guarantee that all 500 accounts, every language, and every platform approval will be ready. Social platform review and account owners approval can take extra time. So these are some of the quick start links that you can use to kind of implement all of this. So we have the Kimi documentation, open router, Higgsfield MCPs, Instagram API, and then the other social media APIs. So this is kind of like the complete overview here. So let me just switch back to myself. Yeah, so if you guys want this built out for your own business or want a full in-depth, more detailed actually building out the actual implementation step by step, please comment below and letting me know that you want this. And then if you're a business and you want someone to inquire and kind of look through your business and see where the bottlenecks are, please set an inquiry, a link below at jegnia.com/inquire. Also, if you want this documentation, please go to my free school community, link below as well. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video.